How are you guys?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
On our night.
So how did you guys meet properly?
Well, these are two contrasting stories.
I want to hear your
I wanna
side
hear your-
story. I don't believe you. Okay.
So we actually met at an event about a year and a half ago.
Oh,
Over
wow.
a year and a half ago. Yeah, so like a
She
long time
immediately
ago.
saw me and was like, that guy I want to marry.
Not quite. He was a bit intoxicated at the time and doesn't remember meeting me, which is kind of sad.
Oh, that's always great.
Not surprised.
And then before I knew it, bang, boyfriend and girlfriend, and I can be happy with it. So
I can actually see it. Like he always smiles. Like every time we talk about you, he's just like so happy.
That is
I'm
so-
blushing.
Oh, you are blushing.
Anyway, moving on.
It's hot in here, don't worry.
It is hot. I'm happy. Everything's turned out how it has. I genuinely am. Like, if that hadn't transpired, then I would never have met you. And I'm the happiest I've ever been, purely because of you.
Aww, I love you.
So things with Zara sweet?
Do you know what? I've never really actually missed someone like I miss Zara.
That's a good thing.
It is, it's a great thing. I just sometimes feel like, oh, God, she's too good for me.
Oh, you have that.
Yeah, I've always been slightly insecure. And with her, I've always kept myself quite, like, calm. But now I'm, like, deep.
She obviously loves you.
It's all great. I'm glad I'm feeling like.
Yeah, it's a good way to
glad
feel.
that like I love. I just that with it just comes a little bit of scaredness just because of what's happened like previously and stuff. And that's the only thing that like slightly worries me. I just miss her. But I mean, hey, look, it could be worse. Could be you.
What's been going on, man? How was Argentina? Why are you back so early?
Mate, something's gone wrong in my relationship, man. And I've just sort of like I had to fly over and just salvage it.
I thought you and Zara were like perfect.
You know, I flew 14 hours across the world, turned up, was with her family and everyone. She told me to go home.
That's deep. That is very deep. She told you to go home?
Yeah. Man, I was heartbroken. I was like, well, I don't understand. I was like, but I said to her, I was like, I can wait for you. You're only going to be an hour. And she was like, no, just go home.
I don't really know what to say about it. It's very strange. She's obviously going through the X Factor, which is like a huge thing for her, which is obviously amazing and really good. And she's got this relationship and she's trying to manage them both.
Yeah, Harry, she's like, I'm in the studio. We're working till like 3 in the morning. I'm like, okay, fair. She's working hard. Her bandmates are in bed.
So
One of her bandmates is with his girlfriend putting on face masks. I want to be putting on face masks with my girlfriend. All my other relationships, what I do is I steam in when I feel like they're backing off, yeah, and I go, oh no, please don't, and that makes them back off even more. So I'm now petrified of doing that. I don't want to lose her, but I don't quite know what to do because she doesn't want to spend time with me. And I'm sitting here going, well, why are you with me? But she hasn't broken up with me.
Have you spoken to her? Have you sent her messages?
Yeah, we've spoken a little bit, but it's not the same.
What, like over the phone, chats, or just WhatsApp?
We've done a couple of over the phone, like we chatted a little bit, but Louise, you have to understand that I've spent the last 2 weeks getting rejected.
You're quite a tactile, needy kind of guy as well.
Yeah.
You don't respond well to ice.
But also, if you're going to ice, just ice.
Yeah, follow through.
Yeah. So I would rather just be put out of my misery if it's not going to work.
Because it makes you retreat further back.
Yeah, because I'm trying to protect myself now. And I feel like.
If she's worth... I get the impression she probably is worth it.
I think...
But then I thought that about Habs and she... It's all over.
I do not think that about Habs. I think you need to call it a day with this. I don't want to be too savage. Like, I love the girl. Like, I think she's great. I think she's really, really nice. Actually, I couldn't fault her. Like, she's really lovely. But sounds like you're both miserable. So why don't you put both of you out of your misery and at least keep your dignity intact?
We've never really had this situation before, so you don't know what happened, what I do, how I feel when I'm upset.
This is what bums me out.
And how I act when I'm really upset.
Is this going to happen every time we have an argument?
Well, I think we've had arguments before in the past and this has never happened. I'm saying we've never had like a solid 3 weeks of like arguing non-stop, not knowing where we stand. Of course, like I'm gonna be a little bit different to how you've normally seen me.
But not for 3 weeks later.
Yeah, 3 weeks later, Sam, because it's been like on and off and arguing and oh, I need space, oh, I don't want to be with you, oh, this, all that, all this, all that. I want to be with you, I love you, and I want to move forward. But Harry said to my face, I don't know if he wants to be with you anymore. What are we doing?
I don't want to break up with you. I don't want you to break up with me. I don't want this to finish. If we can go forward and it go back to the way it was, then I want to, Zara. I would, trust me, if I wanted to not be in this relationship, I would have jumped shit. I'm still here feeling like just because there's something there in the past that I hold on to that I've never had with any other girl. And I so badly wanted to go back to that. I really do, and I want to work on it. And I want to be the best boyfriend I can possibly be to you. I want to be the best boyfriend I can ever be. I want to make you happy. I want to make you proud. I want to make you like.
But that's all I've wanted to hear from
but
you
I've
for so long.
told you that, Zara.
But you told me that when we first argued, but since then I've not, like, you've not really said it.
But you know why I haven't said it? Because you've been then off with me, so I've been like, I don't know what to do. I can't, like...
But all I've wanted to know is that that's what you want to do.
I had a nice little shopping date with Melissa earlier.
Yeah?
But yeah, I mean, we spoke about the fact that you had a conversation with Harry the other day.
What did she say?
Well, she said that you had said to Harry that you and I aren't on the same page in our relationship, and like I want things that like you don't necessarily want. I'm like basically freaking you out by like talking about moving in and like.
Yeah, you know that I don't want to move in now. I don't think it's the right decision. I really don't think it's the right decision for us as a couple.
I've never said to you, I want to move in tomorrow, I want to move in next month. I'm just saying, like, I want to know that it's something that you're thinking about and something that you...
So I wouldn't be with you if I didn't think that there was a future between us.
When you're talking to Harry and Rez and...
I'm talking to the guys, like,
It makes it sound like I'm an absolute weirdo.
You did take me into a wedding ring shop and asked to charm a ring. To Zara, it's not easy writing this, as I'm not very good at being honest with my feelings. It's hard to think of what to say to your other half when the one you're with is so completely perfect. I wish this was back in Jane Austen times, when Lieutenant Alan McDermott would come over and ask, "What do you have to offer my daughter?" And I would say, "Sir, I have absolutely nothing. But what I can offer is my whole heart and everything in between to try and show your daughter the happiness and security that she brings me every day." Zara, I cannot tell you what will happen in the future, as I have never been here before. I guess I'm now just another lucky passenger on this journey that they call true love.
Oh!
Do you want to hear this? You're going to like this. Miles, yeah, is dating Tiff. Tiffany Watson.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How mental. I really don't think that you have anything to worry about. She's really sweet and she would never, I don't think she would ever step on anyone's toes.
Just remember I got dumped. There's no possibility of anything that way inclined whatsoever.
Okay, guys, well, I'm gonna go and have dinner with Ren. Don't really know what to say, and it's a tiny bit awkward, but I will see you later.
See you later, man.
Bye. It was lovely to see you.
You all right?
It's just all a bit bizarre to me, if I'm honest.
It's okay to feel a bit uncomfortable if that's how you feel. I'm here to make you feel like you shouldn't be uncomfortable.
Okay, it's fine.
No, why are you annoyed at me?
I'm not annoyed at you.
Why are you annoyed at anything?
I'm not annoyed. It's just... I feel like you obviously speak really highly of her, which is, like, really lovely. Even to the point where I can go on your social media and, like, scroll down a bit and see, like, you being like, I want to be with you forever to her. Seeing videos of you and her on your laptop still, and, like, anytime I go online, I can see videos of you being so fucking vulnerable with her. You two clearly really loved each other and you clearly had something amazing, and it's just, like, it's hard to know that she's, like, coming, like, back into this, like, group or whatever, and, like, I have to be around her, and, like, I don't want to feel weird, like, it's just not nice. I'm gonna be honest, like...
All right, I get it. I fully understand you.
Do you really think in my dream world I'd be like, Tiff, you're hanging around with us all the time?
I don't want to be the guy who's always defending, but she's done nothing wrong.
It's just weird that Tiff, like, Louise knows how uncomfortable I feel at the moment. Like, I've opened up to her about how uncomfortable I feel, and the fact that, like, She might be popping around the house next door. Like, it's really bizarre. How can you not see that?
Look, the reason I can't see it is because for me, there is just nothing there.
It's just really odd. I find it odd.
But then, so get over it.
If something upsets me, I'm gonna tell you. If I feel uncomfortable, I want to be able to tell you and open up to you. I'm not be sat here and told just get over it. It's weird to me. I've told you from day one. Stop rolling your eyes. Stop being such a.
I've literally
Stop
done
it.
nothing.
You sat there and just rolled your eyes.
I just thought about what I'm going to say. She's not going anywhere. So you can either handle it like an adult, or you can cry.
Don't patronise me.
Have you ever been to Tiff's vegan restaurant?
Boys, you have to understand that word is banned at this table.
What, Tiff or vegan?
Tiff.
Oh, because I actually met Tiff at Clive's place. He wasn't there to chuck me out like usual, but all the same, it was very fun to see her. She wants to be able to hang out with you and be completely platonic and have that situation all ironed out, regardless of whether Zara has a problem with it or not.
Dude, Zara just is not getting it, like, at all. But she sent me a message.
Tiff sent you a message?
Yeah. Well, I got 6 from Zara right now.
Wow.
She's like, hey, I'm meeting Clivey Boy tonight, because what I used to call
Clivey Boy!
Hey, I'm meeting Clivey Boy tonight for some drinks. Seeing as you two don't stop going on about each other, if you're around, come join us for a catch-up.
Literally the perfect storm that's just arrived here.
It's great. I have to handle this.
Basically, it's over for you.
Yeah, I have
Mate,
to handle this.
there's a tsunami coming.
Because, mate, I actually would love to go. I genuinely would. I love her dad. He's a legend. I haven't seen him in ages. Never beat him at a game of tennis. Would love to. I also know that if I went, it would be purely as, like, just a friend thing. But I'm going to tell Zara before I go.
Yes,
Go
I
for it.
think phoning her is a good idea.
Hey.
Hi. I'm
so-
in the bar.
You're in the bar?
Yeah.
Well, I wish I was there. Look, I also just want to let you know, right, that I just received a message from Tiff, and she asked whether I would come and see her and her dad for a catch-up, because obviously me and her dad got along really well, blah, 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 blah.
Are you joking?
No, I was thinking it was the right thing to do to go, by your reaction, okay?
You're seriously. No.
Okay. All right, fair play. But just quickly,
Dude, why would she ever want, like, why are you gonna go to a concert with her dad? Come on!
Well, no, I think it's just because I got along really well with her dad. I think she has every. But I think.
Like, are you actually out of your mind? No.
Relax.
Come on.
I will not go. Okay.
I'm really upset now.
All right. Bye.
That went pretty well.
So what time are you meeting Tiff?
Oh my God! Imagine if I had gone.
Really bad.
That was bad. That was really bad.
So my issue here, Jamie, is he gets a message from Tiff saying, would you like to come for a catch-up with me and my dad?
Yeah.
And Sam wanted to go.
You did want to go.
Yes, he did.
Well, I didn't want him to be upset. I didn't want him to
Why
think
the
I'm an
hell
arsehole.
is Clive going to give a if her...
It's a bit rude if I just
No,
like...
it's not. You never said yes.
No,
How
that's-
is it rude that you didn't go to your ex-girlfriend's dad with your ex-girlfriend? That's absolutely understandable.
I think it's a weird move from Tiff.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie. I really appreciate that.
Sorry. It's true.
I don't think anyone can deny that it's a really weird move from Tiff. She knows that's going to piss me off. She knew that was going to make me feel a
I
bit weird.
think that you're never going to be okay until you see me and Tiff together. Not together. Not like that. What I mean is, like, conversing together.
I've seen you conversing together and it made me feel so uncomfortable. That chapter of your life is closed as far as I'm concerned. Like, please...
But it's more than 100,000% close.
Well, don't meet up with her dad. Why don't you, if you want to meet up with someone's dad, go and meet up with my dad.
He does talk about Tiff a lot.
I know.
Oh, Jay, are you joking, mate? No, we can't. Honestly.
Don't. He doesn't. I'm joking about it, Zara, because honestly, this boy loves you to bits. He really freaking does. And all he's got, someone that was a big part of his life is back in the pitch and he wants to be mates with her.
I think I am going to go tomorrow.
Okay.
I just think I need to just establish clearly, like, there's a respect level that I think that she should adhere to. But also, I want you to be able to have my back on it.
You want me there?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we should clear the air a little bit. You clearly, like, have an issue, and I have really tried to make you like, reassure you that there is no issue.
Yeah, well, I think the fact of the matter is I've only spoke to you once, you said there's nothing to worry about, and for you to then invite Sam out with your family, I feel like you clearly, like, hadn't taken into account what I'd said and, like, how I was feeling.
So would you have rather come too?
I would have rather no one meet up. That's weird. Like, you seeing each other out, like, you saw each other out last weekend. He rang me up. I was like, okay. Like, if I'd have been out that night, I would have said hello to you and chatted to you as well. Like,
Yeah.
no problem.
We had a good catch up for, like, I would say it was about half an hour of catching up.
Oh, wow.
And yeah.
So he was like, oh, it's like literally 30 seconds. Then he said 5 minutes. Then he said it was 2 minutes. It's just really weird.
It wasn't 2 minutes, but it was, like, we did have a good catch up, so, I don't know.
So obviously knowing that Sam's like really downplayed this, is there anything that like you spoke about that like he hasn't told me?
We had like a catch up about literally like why me and my ex broke up, and then we were talking about you a little bit, and he said, like, Tiff, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. But I think what he means by that is because he like learned so much from it.
Right.
But like that is what was said, and like you're gonna find that out anyway, so I want to be honest with you. But don't get upset about that, though. No, don't get upset. Oh my God, please don't get upset. It's okay. No, don't get upset. Seriously, like that, you know what Sam's like? He says things stupidly.
Yeah.
Like, I know what he means by that. He literally means, like, I've learned so much from you, and now I can be a good boyfriend to someone like Zara.
I know, but imagine I said that to my ex.
I know.
He would feel so upset.
Yeah.
Look, I can understand if he's like trying to say that, but it doesn't come across like that to me.
No, I know. No, it's not nice for you to hear that. I wouldn't like it if my boyfriend was saying that.
I need to speak to him right now and and just literally tell him that that's just not going on, and I'm gonna try not to cry. I'm just gonna.
Don't cry.
No. Okay. Right.
Go find him. Okay. See you later.
Is there anything you need to tell me?
I'm happy to see you.
No, is there anything you need to tell me? Is there anything you need to tell me, Sam?
No, there is not. Why?
Nothing. You have nothing to tell me.
No.
No?
I genuinely have no idea why you're...
When you went out with Tiff the other week, when you saw her out and you spoke to her for 5 minutes, do you have anything you need to tell me?
We shared an Uber.
What? Where? Just you two?
Yeah.
Actually, that's not it, Sam, by the way. It's not it. It's not it, funnily enough.
We shared an Uber.
On your own?
Yes, but she was giving me a lift home.
Why do you lie?
Because I just didn't want to tell you, because I didn't want...
Do you know what else you said to her? Do you know what else you said to her? You said she's the best thing that ever happened to you.
What the?
Said that. Why would she lie?
Whoa.
You shared a lift home with her, and you also told her she's the best thing that ever happened to you.
Just relax.
No, stop turning this round on me. Stop telling me to relax.
I'm not, okay, don't relax, but just let me process this.
You don't go up to your ex-girlfriend on a night out and say you are the best thing that ever happened to you.
But she's segmented one thing that I said in a conversation.
Why are you even saying that to her in any aspect?
Because going out with her was the best thing that happened to me.
You just don't need to say it in any way.
But is
Stop
that not
being
just
so
not...
obsessed with Tiff, for sake.